shut the fuck up. So, oh shit, we live. That probably made the pie. I could just edit that out, but fuck it.
Hey man, give me the true emotions. I want to know what Katie's saying in the background.
She said "fuck you" to me, not to you.
Damn. Oh, okay, cool.
Nah,
'Cause I
yeah,
was about to take disrespect to that.
I guess, yeah.
You know,
But
it's
yo,
disrespectful.
we're gonna start the pod, Jesse.
My bad.
All right, yo, we live, bro. Though we're you're not listening to volume 6 of the Bucket Up podcast. You know, usually we start with a little cold opening and a story, but we switching it up this week. With us, as always, we got Jesse Burke, aka the Kid JB.
Cheer. Jordan Year. This is episode 6. One for the thumb, or one for the thumb.
That thumb. You only got 5. Okay, whatever. And this is Ty Doyle, aka DJ Buttersauce, aka tell your mom that I left my drawers over there. Let's see if she can help brother out, wash them. Oh, hey, Katie. And we're actually joined today by a good friend of mine, Courtney, aka Bortney, for the hood.
It's a good one.
Cheer. Boot.
Are you happy to be here, Courtney?
I'm ecstatic. Ready to talk about
that didn't
it.
sound ecstatic.
This is be ecstatic because this is the first guest with the Buckethead Boys I've ever had. So
yeah, yo, you're the first guest, man. It's an honor.
Be honored.
I am.
And first time ever meeting you. We're meeting digitally, which is I feel the new wave.
Yeah, bro. Isn't that how everybody meets nowadays anyway?
Yeah, that's how me and my girl met. Shouts to Tinder.
Swipe right. Wait, is it left or right? I don't know.
Right.
Well, it depends if you want them or not.
Swiping left is so corny though. Like, why would you swipe? Like, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? Give them the right swipe and just don't talk to them.
Okay, so that's true. Guys literally just swipe right on everyone.
That's probably right.
Yeah.
On everybody if you didn't want to talk to them.
Well, I mean, because listen here, Courtney. You could bypass someone that's not the best looking, but who's to say that they have a great personality?
Yeah, but like.
Yeah, but there's like some hard no's.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if their like profile is terrible? Like, what if in their profile they say that like they're spiritual or something, or like
that's I
don't know. They got a hiking picture.
Or the worst.
Yeah, I'm not on Tinder, but if somebody was like, I'm spiritual, I'd be like, nah, I'm good, fam.
I have a lot of screenshots I can send to you, so you can see.
I'm sure it's wild ones.
Is your profile does it just have you in it, or does it have you and a girlfriend? Because that throws dudes off a lot too.
I know that. Well, I have 2 that are like my friends that are in the picture are cut out, so like I'm the only one you can fully see, and then one of me and my friend.
Have you ever gotten a guy been like, "Yo, can you hook me up with your friend?"
That'd be
no,
fun.
But I'm honestly surprised. I haven't.
Nah, I'm just saying, like,
that probably does happen. A chick get cropped out in her own photo, and then like it's like, oh yeah, that was me. You can't really see my whole face, but it'd be wild. But we just started talking about shit. Yo, this is the love pod, bro. We're doing a special dating love podcast. We asked people I asked people on Facebook for some questions. We came up with some of our own, and so we're just gonna get into it past the Twitter stuff or the Tinder stuff. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna run from off the top because you guys didn't help me pick out questions.
It's hard.
I want to ask. I guess I'll ask Courtney first because she's like the unique perspective on the pod. People are used to hearing us talk about shit. But is PDA cool with you or nah?
I don't have a problem with PDA. I think there's like excessive PDA, but for the most part, I'm down with it. Seeing it, doing it.
All right, Jesse.
Well, so if I guess for you, Courtney, it would be like hooking up with someone in the bar. Since you're single, would be like that, right? Like that's your version, I guess. Because like for me, I feel like and Ty may have something with Katie that they're unique to. They may have a playful thing that they do that's unique to them, that they don't bring to public, because then it's like you're kind of welcoming the world into your closed doors, you know?
Interesting.
But I'm cool with PDA on like just the surface level. Like I'll kiss her on the lips and in public. You know, we could, you know, I'll maybe give her a little spank, something like that. But nothing.
Whoa.
Yeah, like a good job, sport. Like one of those. You know?
Oh, like yo, good game. That's what you're doing to your girlfriend.
Call a tap on the butt. That's weird. I spank. You know, it's like it's more manly.
For a full grab.
Nah, bro, he
Right.
be full. Yo, I feel like there is some weird PDA though. Like me and Katie, we keep it simple. You know, holding hands, we kiss. No tongue in public. That's kind of odd, right?
Yeah, that's true. Or when dudes got
unless
their,
it's between the hours of like midnight and 2 a.m.
Yeah, I guess because if you're at a bar, it's dark enough. That ain't really public.
Yeah.
It also depends on where it's at. Like, remember back in like the old school television and shit, they used to like portray like making out in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the movies to watch the movie, man.
That's not that public.
Yeah. Like, yo, I would love this movie, but these people are making out. Come on.
I mean, you can just look up other people making out.
That's what I'm saying. So that's not PDA. It's dark.
Yeah. But like I'm trying to think of weird shit people do, like people who like when they're walking, they got their hands in each other's like back pocket.
Yeah.
Damn,
he's robbing.
There was this one time I was at deli, like it was like after school or whatever, and we were just chilling, getting a fucking sandwich, and there was this couple sitting at another booth, right? And they're like whatever, they're chilling, they're eating like Cheetos, eating the Cheetos, and then licking the dust off each other's fingers. And then rubbing their Cheeto dust hands through each other's hair, and then rinsing and repeating that nasty shit.
Oh my god!
Wait, they were putting it in each other's hair?
Yeah, they were literally like she would like tussle his hair, and then he would just run his fingers through her hair. Cheetos.
Where was
and then
it?
literally do that shit again. This was at a deli from down the street from my school.
I hope you never went back to that deli.
That shit was the top 5 grossest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, that is gross. I was at the gym the other day, and me and my girl work out every now and then. She belongs to a different gym or whatever. But there's a lot of couples that I see roll to my gym. And dude, like the other day, you know, when you have your headphones on, you don't know like the volume of your own voice.
Mm-hmm.
Dude was with homegirl, and he like showed her a meme or something on his phone, and he's like, "Yeah, this is like us when we're naked," but he said it's so loud. And I'm like, "Hey man, I'm just trying to get the medicine ball. Can y'all move up the way?" So I mean, there's levels, man. Like, you know, we don't need to be talking about shit we do behind closed doors when the doors are open, like I was saying. So
yeah,
PDA is cool. I mean, there's levels of it. I mean, just like everything in this world, there's regulations. You know, more than less. But
okay,
I don't know, man. I think it's a little extra when people are, like you said, sticking their tongues down each other's throats, or using like inside jokes in private or in public. It's like, isn't these jokes just unique to you guys? Like I've had.
What kind of jokes you talking about?
Right, I don't know because I'm on the outside. Like I'm saying, there's been times where like I've been with a couple. And like a commercial will come on, and they'll both be like, "Oh, you remember that?" Blah blah blah. Then they start engaging in a joke, and I'm like, "All right, guys, you lost me. Like, can we go back?"
So do you just not like inside jokes altogether?
No,
yeah, I feel like you just don't like inside
I
jokes.
feel like, yeah.
No, because I can respect the inside joke. I come up with them often, usually with myself. But
are you saying like if you're third wheeling, is that all? Maybe just don't third wheel, bro.
Okay, I mean, at times it's not like you can't roll up to the spot and your bro's like, "Oh, my girl's here. I'm gonna leave." Like, that happens a lot.
Yeah, I guess that makes true. That makes sense.
You know,
I don't know.
There's plenty of times where it's like, "Yo, we're going out to dinner. All right, where can she come?" Well, am I gonna say no? Like, well, yeah.
I mean, you could say no.
And then they start licking Cheeto finger dust off their Cheeto.
Yeah, I would leave, bro. I would unfriend them.
Shit. Nah, like I think the weirdest shit I heard a couple say was, because my friend, she was like a proud girl that farted, you know, because like I think it's a myth. I don't think girls fart. But nah, she was like, "I'm a girl and I fart, okay?" And like I was like, "That's fine. Just because you're a girl and you fart, you don't have to be like that open about it. I think it's gross for a man to be open and farting too.
Yeah,
keep that shit in the bathroom." And homeboy walked by her and said, "It's okay, sweetie. I love your farts." I was like,
"That's odd. I don't love Katie's farts."
Yeah, I was like, "Y'all corny for me. I'm out."
And I'm sure Katie don't like my farts. You shouldn't like anybody's farts.
Right, it's bodily gas. Like, why would you be like, I love that about you?
Yeah, that's wild. What would you do, Courtney, if you're on like a Tinder date and they farted? Like, I feel like that's wild, right?
In the first hangout, yeah.
Guys hold in.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta.
Yeah, because if you can't hold it in the first time hanging out.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
And that's also on the guy though. You should know not to get foods that are gassy. Like I'll take, when I was single, I was taking girls that would get salads and stuff.
Wait, you go to a salad restaurant?
But
I'm confused.
Nah, I mean, I would just like, Courtney can confirm this. Like usually when the girl's taking out to dinner, they just wait for the guy to order, and like usually whatever the guy gets is within the confines of like what they're gonna get. Am I wrong?
Is that true?
I personally do not do that. No.
Oh, okay. Well, well then wrong. I guess I am. But nah. I mean now it's cool as dating. It's just like we just buy dinner and split or whatever. But
that's a good question. How long do you have to wait until you fart around somebody?
I don't know, man. I still haven't done it. Like I've farted a couple times around Joelle, and then just like keep it moving. It wasn't something we like examined. Like, oh, we've arrived. It kind of just happened. Like on the weekends, I call it Fat Boy Jesse. I eat a lot of fat foods, and I don't really stick to a diet or anything. So I'd be popping some off, and she's been with me for worse than farts, so we good. But I don't know. 8 months.
I think. Yeah, 8 months. That's I don't even know. I definitely don't say shit if I fart, and then Katie will just start laughing. So,
classic.
So I already know she farted.
She's like a baby.
she just start laughing and looking at me. I'm like, did you fart? I'm like, really? That's just wild though.
Is that funny too?
Yeah, but yeah, I guess we can move on to another question. I was talking to Jess. You remember Jess from work, right, Jesse?
Yeah, young
cross-checker. Yeah, but she found this article about where like the types of car people like to have sex in, and it said that like something like 70% of people said they had sex in cars. And I was like, really? I've never, not while driving, but I've literally never had sex in a car. So is that like a real shit? Is that like, any of you guys had sex in a car?
I have, and I do not think it's fun.
What kind of car was
I don't understand how it would be fun.
Well, I feel like it's what you do like when you're like living at home and dating someone. Because like when you're living with your parents, it's easier just to like go somewhere else.
Like smoking weed.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
No, that makes sense. Was it like a van or just like a regular like sedan or something?
Just a regular car. Not an SUV. Yeah, and then it like actually does heat up in the car, and then it's like very obvious. Like that legitimate.
And it's foggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, people probably sweating, and then you gotta like adjust the seat. And then, like, every now and then you might hit the little thing and the seat pops up and shit.
Yeah. And, like, you're trying to stay down. And, like, it's just, there's a lot of rules you're trying to abide by. So you're not seen.
Yeah, that's just.
When I was in high school, there was this girl that, got me high, for one of the first times I was smoking weed. She wasn't a good looking girl, but she was an upperclassman and she had a car and was able to get me weed for the first time. Right. And she brought me to this like lookout point where all the upperclassmen smoked weed and shit. And she's like, all right, so we have a rule. If the cops show up, we just start making out, and then the cops will go away. And I was like, I really hope the cops don't come.
That's like a pretty solid rule, though.
Yeah, it would get you out of the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, or that was her way of just trying to kiss boys in a forceful way. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a solid plan, bro.
So, all right. So then the problem for Courtney was the size of the car. If it was a bigger car, do you think you'd enjoy it?
I feel like it's just more the restrictions of it all around. Because, like, you can't actually enjoy it because you're just, like, worried someone's going to come. And, like, every car that passes, you're like, I see what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, but, like, cars got mad cup holders, so that's convenient.
Yeah, then you can have a drink after. So there's
like,
that.
What?
Just trying to see the light. Just trying to see the light.
Yeah, I mean, if you get the minivan, and you got like a Pacifica, you get the stow and go, bro. You probably be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever,
Although I feel like
Courtney or Ty, have you ever received or given roadhead?
no, I've not given roadhead. No.
Come on, man. Have you received it?
Nah.
Yeah, that seems dangerous, B.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not trying to die. That's what you just said.
Nah, what if you park the car? Still on the
But then
road.
it's not.
Well, then is that
roadhead?
roadhead?
No.
To me, that's not roadhead.
Yeah.
It's driveway head.
Yeah, be on the road, which is that shit sound dangerous, bro.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
have you?
Nah, but it's funny because like I'm scared of driving ever since my car accident now, and me and my girl have talked about it, and I'm like, yo, I don't even like driving down the street. Like, I don't think I would be in the best scenario for me to handle the wheel. You know
Yeah, like I feel like the only way that's safe is if y'all got a chauffeur and y'all doing that Beyonce partition shit in the back of a limo. Like that's literally the only way to go
But then
about
I
that.
don't know if that's still.
It's still in a car, so
I think roadhead has to be. I just always constitute it as the person getting head is driving.
Yeah.
You wait. You think is it even possible for a chick to get roadhead?
I don't know. I don't think so, and that's why I just like won't do it because I'm like,
Yeah.
it's no one-way street.
Because
Yeah,
you can't
that
move your
does make
legs.
sense.
You gotta stay on the pedals and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you
guess-
can, but it just seems like a lot of work while trying to like stay
Right.
focused.
Right. It's dangerous.
I guess you can get. I guess you can get like road blasted. Would be the. You can get that. So.
Or like, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to that extreme, it's like, yeah, just pull over, my guy. Like, what do you?
Just wait till you get home.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on a road trip 4 hours, you're trying to kill some time, play some music. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to do all that.
Play some music.
Your word, Joe. Just play the name game or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because the last thing you need is you blasting her and Shorty gets the ill wave and she kicks.
Blasted is such an aggressive term.
It's wild
my
aggressive, but
Well, I mean,
it's also funny.
It's also driving though, so you can't be like playing because, like you said, there's a lot of concentration involved, and you don't want homegirl to do the stanky leg or whatever, and boom, we're speeding.
Wait, so what? All right, Courtney, what's your preferred term other than blasted?
For fingering someone?
Because I feel like fingering's a little wild too.
Yeah,
Really?
Freddie Got Fingered. That movie ruined it for me.
I feel like I just say fingered. I don't think I had any better terms. That's why I thought blasted was so.
No flicking the bean, tickling
I
the
feel like
twine.
flicking the bean is what girls do themselves. I don't know if guys.
I mean, a dude can flick a bean.
I guess.
I'm batting 1,000 this year.
No, that. Wait, what?
Seems a little confident.
What?
Shouts to the plug. Nah.
Wow.
So roadhead's dangerous. Car sex in itself seems, much. Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, I think it's more likely to happen.
I think there's something fun to like doing something where you might get caught, but then it's also just exhausting after a while.
Not.
Yeah, and you don't want to.
I feel like it's just.
You don't want your cops rolling up on you with your dick out, or like your girl naked and being like, "Officer, we lost our keys." I don't know, like.
Yeah, and isn't that like an actual crime too?
Yeah, I'm pretty
like
sure.
Public indecency.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck all that, bro. That'd be the worst. I'd be like the first black dude to get shot by cops after boning. So terrible.
They write on the report. They're like, he was blasting her.
Oh fuck. That's like, yo, that's how they were spinning. Like he was aggressively handling a white woman, and so we had to step in, intervene.
Right.
And then like I'm a hashtag, and my mom knows that I was having sex in the car when I got shot. That should be terrible.
You're like, Katie's wearing a T-shirt of you dead, and she's like, he was just flicking the bean.
Oh wow.
It's so morbid.
Yeah. All right, we should.
Hey, but what about
what's up?
This is not too wild. Me and my girl do it often. The shower is. What's your thoughts on that?
I also don't love shower sex because I feel like someone's just always cold. Like I had
awesome.
You can't be
fabulous
cold,
shower where there's just like shower heads everywhere. Like, yeah, all about it. But it usually just ends up I'm cold.
Like an Old Spice commercial. Shouts to the plug. Stop with the merch.
Yeah, no, like so basically you gotta be rich to have good shower sex.
Yeah.
That shit is trash, B.
And the
I feel
first time I ever had shower sex, my head got smashed into the tile because like things are slippery.
Talk
So
about being
ever
aggressive.
since then, I'm just not into it.
Wow. You like?
Yo, did you slip or he was just getting wild?
Maybe a little of both. I don't know. It just was like really painful. And then I was very much over it. I was like, no, we're done.
Just
here.
like you just getting out, like fuck this.
Just hand me the shampoo and we're done.
You just getting the towel. Yo, that's wild.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, man. It's a slip.
You do.
It's a fucking glass door. You're naked on a slippery surface. Yeah, word.
Yeah. Fuck that. Anyway, for some reason, I feel like the water makes things like not wet.
I totally agree. Like, I totally agree.
I know that sounds dumb as fuck. Like if I said
no,
you just took that quote and you're just like, yo, water makes shit not wet. You're like, what the fuck is that nigga talking
about? And I say the
like,
wild ass shit. Y'all like, what, Jesse? We over here talking about water.
No, but it makes it like, because like water is not a lubricant.
No, it like,
water.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it makes like friction,
You're
but
right.
not in a good way. I agree.
Yeah, it's weird. It's trash to me.
Right.
Well, I'm just trying to get clean in the shower, fam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my friends.
It's too much. Yeah. Not my bad. I was saying, it's I felt there's times where you fuck in the shower, you forget to actually do the shower. You know, you're like, oh, shampoo.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Got it.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah.
Wait, what's your girls? Some of your friends? You said.
I was asking them if they had any questions, and my friends who are dating, they like just showering together, just like getting clean in the shower at the same time. And they were like, ask if that's weird on the podcast, because they're like, everyone thinks it's weird. And I'm like, I personally think that is weird.
I think it is weird. But I heard a lot of people doing that. Like, with Katie, how do you feel about if like showering together in general? Just showering. Katie said I'll be hogging no hot water. I don't know why I asked. No, but I think it's like I'm trying to it's a business, in there. I'm trying to like wash under my balls and get in my ass and shit. Yeah. I'm trying to be clean. I'm not trying to be like worried about other people in there.
Yeah.
And I may like rap to myself when I'm showering and I can't.
Yeah. Katie like listening to country in the bathroom and I like listening to rap. So
I have like my best ideas in the shower, so I can't risk my girl stealing them.
I'll be wild introspective. I'll be dancing and shit. I need like, all the room in the space, bro.
Yeah, you'd be like, yo, why does water not make things wet?
Actually, that's gonna be the title of the pod. It's like, yo, water.
It's blunt.
Water doesn't make shit wet.
It's
blunt. Water don't make it wet. But yeah, nah. So that's too. Wait, so you said you and your girl, you guys about the shower sex? So you fuck with it?
Oh yeah, we're worth it. What I'm saying is that we wouldn't shower together if we weren't fucking. Like we wouldn't be like, all right, cool, soap, you got conditioner, let's roll. Like nah, like swimwear. But there's times where like I'll shower, do the shower stuff, and then she'll jump in and join me, do the shower stuff, sex, shower stuff together, which is kind of redundant because
sex.
Yeah, why would you? I feel like y'all doing that wrong. Y'all should just have sex and then shower after.
I have a weird, not obsession, but like I'm really into body washes and shit, dude. So like I'm into the conditioner, shampoo, lathering up, dude. I'll do like 4 different kinds. So it's a process.
In one shower, you use 4 different soaps.
That's a lot of soap, bro. I feel like
shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and face cream. Yeah, face.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying 4 different body washes in the shower.
Like yo, he's trying to swab first, then he crack open some Dove.
Yeah.
Old Spice.
Just for behind the neck. Behind the neck is Old Spice strictly.
Yeah.
Also expensive as fuck.
What about? Do you guys remember the note? What about baths? We just have a shower in the crib, so we can't like sit down and.
Nah, baths is gross. Do people have sex in baths?
I imagine
that don't happen
in the movie.
I feel like baths are fun to take together, but you get clean before. Like anytime you take a bath as an adult, it's not to get clean; it's just to enjoy it.
Right. Like a jacuzzi or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. But it sucks because someone always has to sit on the end with the plug.
Yeah.
And that's uncomfortable.
Yeah, and you have to
Nah,
and then
I don't-
I usually smoke weed in the jacuzzi, so you gotta keep one hand out because you can't get the blunt wet.
Yeah.
I get that.
'Cause
How do you
water-
have sex in a bath though? I feel like you just be like the water just be flowing over the side of the tub and shit.
surfboard?
And you gotta mop.
Surfboard.
Like that shit sounds wild. I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, I can try it out.
Shit.
Yeah.
Also, water
Okay.
doesn't make shit wet, so I don't know how that would go down.
What about a hot
Exactly.
tub? That's public sex, kind of. Well, yeah, kind of. If
Hot
it's not
tubs
your
are like
hot-
really bad for girls. Don't try to get a girl to have sex in a hot tub.
Is
bad
it
for her.
dirty, right?
Well, it's like bad for your vagina.
Damn.
Not being a hot tub in general. I feel like hot tubs are a bad idea.
They trying to make
Yeah.
us soup, dog. They trying to have us kill each other.
Like, cause I'm pretty sure all that heat on your balls fuck up your sperm count.
Yeah.
You want to know something I learned that was really interesting? Is you know how your fingers get like when you're in the water for too long? They
Pruning.
get the,
Mhm.
yeah,
So you can
pruning.
grip, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I
I
saw
heard
that
that too.
somewhere.
Okay, well,
Um,
cool. Not everyone knows it.
So what? Like
That's
water
wild.
polo players probably get their hands mad pruny before each game.
You're smart.
Probably.
That'd be smart.
You think your hands would get pruny if we were blasting for too long?
Mhm.
But water does not get things wet, so who knows?
No, it does not, bro.
But that's not water.
but-
No, I
nah,
know.
that's different.
I was talking about the pool and the hot tub.
Wouldn't- So your fingers probably wouldn't get pruny then. I don't know. You probably
you're
doing it
blast-
too long if
unless
your
you're-
fingers are getting pruny, bro.
You could be blasting a prune, and then yes,
Oh, then yeah, you're right.
your fingers are getting pruny.
But yeah, so I guess we off the sex questions. Oh wait, we just have in here that catcalling is dumb.
Yeah, I saw that.
But yeah, it is. We don't even have
Yeah.
to talk about it. Everybody knows by now.
Yeah.
No,
It's
but
stupid.
Courtney, for real, have you ever in your life had a dude roll by you and be like, "Nice ass," and you'd be like, "Yo, pull over, give me your number"?
No.
Never, right? Not once.
No.
I had this argument with my roommate's brother because he was in my car and he was trying to roll the window down, and I don't like that shit. So I was like, "Bro, don't say anything. Like, I don't like to be associated with that, you know." And I was like, in the history of mankind, no man has ever got.
Has that
pussy
ever
from a girl.
worked? Honestly, to me,
Never.
it's like a basketball player like with like 2 seconds left taking a half court shot out of bounds. Like that shit. There's literally no point to that shit.
and a
Well,
girl
I feel
that's like,
like
yeah, you don't want that
Guys
girl.
don't understand too that like anytime a girl even remotely responds in a good way, it's just
Mhm.
because she's terrified you're not going to leave her alone. It's never
Definitely.
because she's into it. So
Damn.
don't do it.
But then creepos get the wrong idea and they think you're into it.
Yeah,
so
they're like, they
think-
like it. They like the attention.
Like,
Nah,
nah,
man,
bro.
you
They
gotta-
hoping you don't fucking like beat them.
They don't know
bro.
what you're going to do next. Yeah.
Right, because motherfuckers is crazy. All the evidence in the world is that dudes are fucking crazy. So like,
Yeah, for sure.
obviously they're gonna think your ass is crazy. That's the PSA. Don't ever catcall anybody ever in your life.
I've been catcalled once, I think, or twice. Could be
Yo,
twice.
catcalling your head. Like just be like, yo, that chick got a nice ass, and that's it. Then you just move about your day.
Right. She's not gonna be like, yo, thank you for noticing.
Catcalling your
Blah, blah, blah.
head.
Yeah, just keep it like, yo, it's like a shout out. Like, yo, shout out to that chick's ass in my head.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Joelle, my girl said that. My girl said the other night when she came over, some dude drove by her and was like, "Nice ass," and kept it moving. And I mean,
I don't
my girl.
I don't know what you get out of that though.
I don't know, but I mean, he ain't lying. My girl out here packing it, but
Wow.
But what I'm saying though is like, I could just see where that's like, hey man, like, chill, you know, like, what'd you get out of that? Like, yo, like he rolls up
I
to
don't
his
know.
homie's house. He's like, yo, this girl had this nice ass.
So you know what I did? I said I rolled down my window and I was like, yo, nice ass. And then
They're like,
then
yo.
she went about her day and shit.
Yeah, file the police report.
So yeah, don't catcall. But
I'm on the same
also,
page there.
other thing we were talking about was do pickup lines actually work? Like, what the fuck? Obviously, I've never had to go to a bar and like try to pick up a chick. I have no clue how the fuck that would go down. Do you still use like pickup lines? Does that shit ever work?
Yeah,
I feel like on dating apps and stuff now, people use them thinking they're like funny. And if they are funny, I'll entertain the idea if they're like original, but usually they're just like insincere and like dumb. It seems like an easy out for them. Yeah.
Okay, so if you're at the bar, we talked about this time on like episode 2 or 3 or something. Okay, you're at the bar and you have intentions to, I may meet somebody tonight, or you'll entertain the ability or the possibility. What would you want a guy to say to you if he did approach you, Courtney? Or not what would you want, but what would be enough for you to be like, all right, I'll talk to you.
Do you have a story of a dude even using a pickup line at a bar that worked?
Pickup? No. Honestly, usually when I'm out, I'm either not about it at all, and I just want to hang out with my friends, or I'm the aggressor.
Okay.
So.
See, that makes
sense.
So
what do you say to a guy then? You walk up to a guy, and what do you say to him?
I'll usually just be very straightforward. I'll be like, "You are very attractive."
See, as a
let's hang out.
Girls don't even need pickup lines.
Yeah, but you're not. It depends what type of bar you're at too. Because if you're like at a sit down bar and you're trying to like go up and have like a full blown conversation, like then say something sincere and genuine. But if you're at a bar that has like loud ass music and like everyone's dancing, like you're not trying to have a conversation there. Like don't try to.
Yeah, it's a double standard though, because what would girls would say if a dude walks up to a girl and says, "Wow, you're so attractive"? They'd be like, "Thanks."
Do you think guys don't do that?
They do that.
No, they do.
That's like the main thing guys say.
What I'm saying though is like it's not success. I don't think it's a high success rate for.
No.
That's what I'm saying. But a girl can just say that.
I think it's just be that it don't like you just saying basically. Unless you're an attractive dude, you probably asked out of luck at a bar.
Right. That's why I say
most likely.
Yeah, dance and have fun with them, like not like grind on them, just like in the same vicinity.
Wait, what?
Are you saying like what works and what doesn't? I'm like just hang out and like be a fun person. Then you have a chance.
What's a friendly touch? Like if a guy wants to like start like putting his hand on maybe your shoulder or your elbow, what's cool with you?
An elbow. I don't know. The lower back is always like too much.
Yeah, because I feel like that's in the creep zone. Yeah, you're like, where is this going, bro?
Yeah, they're like, hey, come this way, and I'm like, no, I can walk myself. Thank you.
Don't you dare reach for my back pocket.
That's wild. That shit just sounds scary. I feel like I would never in my life approach a chick at a bar.
Yeah,
I don't even. Yeah, I feel like the percentages got to be low as shit.
Especially because you don't want a girl that's not to sound sexist, but it's off-putting when a girl is so quick to like fall for an easy pickup line.
I don't know. I think it depends, right?
Well, it does, but that goes up with what girl you're approaching. I think there's more to it than just running up on a chick. But who knows, man? I've been at the game for a little bit.
Yeah, I have no clue. I literally have zero clue. I don't know if you would. I guess it'd all just be like sparking up a genuine conversation.
Yeah.
Right. Which is like, how the fuck did anybody go about that? It kind of just happens.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Did you see the game?
Because I can't do that shit with like people I'm not trying to like fuck. You know what I mean? Like I can't do that with like.
Talk to Katie.
Only talk to Katie. That's the only person. But no, like I don't even know how I talk to people. Well, I don't know. Obviously I do, but like you talk to people, you spark up a conversation, and you're just trying to be friends. Like I don't even know how that even happens. Usually it just kind of happens, right?
Well, that's like when people talk about flirting in general. I'm like, I feel like you can't explain flirting in any way. It just happens.
Which is wild. That's the thing. It's like where like a dude thinks that he's flirting and the girl like doesn't, or like vice versa. A girl thinks she's flirting and the dude has fucking no idea.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And it's like it's all just like muddled because you don't know when to take a cue, when don't to take a cue.
Just like you were saying,
which sucks.
You might
RoboCop
have to leave you alone, which then he reads as like she's, I think dudes have a problem, and this is like a widespread like stigma that comedians use and shit. Dudes will buy a girl a drink and then feel the right to like hover around her the entire fucking night. And it's like, my man, if she's into you, she'll find her way back to you at some point and be like, yo, like dudes don't give themselves enough, or girls, or whoever the aggressor is in that scenario. You need to give yourself the benefit of the doubt because you're coming off way too needy if you're like, oh, so how was that rum and coke 3 hours ago?
Yeah.
See, that's
No.
my rule. I feel like I would never buy a chick a drink at a bar. I feel like
Well-
either.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. Oh, I was just saying,
Well-
like, I feel like.
Gotcha.
Nah, I was just saying, like, I feel like if you bought a drink, and then you can't expect anything from that, and you know what I mean. And then like, what if they? Because we know for a fact that like girls will try to get a dude to buy drinks for like her and her friends, and then like they just dip off. So like, I would just be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
okay.
No, I hate when I don't like having guys buy me drinks ever just because it usually is like an annoyance for the rest of the night. And I'm like, it's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah, I personally, I used to, my approach when I don't drink that much anymore. Clearly not much more after last night. But the times where I would like be like, yo, I want to talk to this chick or buy her a drink, I would, like you were saying, be a little bit more entertaining and be like, yo, what are we drinking? Instead of like, hey, you're cute, can I buy you a drink? Like, that's just played out. Like, how many dudes have already asked you that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you gotta be creative.
So maybe you should just be extra like random, just like fuck all that small talk shit. Just get into deep shit.
Be like, yo, Bloody Mary's at 9 o'clock. Why not?
Like, yo, I just bought you a drink. Like, what do you think happens after we die and shit?
Yeah,
Because I honestly think that we just don't see shit, and it's just a wrap.
Yeah,
how about you?
You in the sunken place? Have you seen that movie Get Out?
It's
Yeah,
great.
Yeah, I think Courtney, you can agree. Like buying a drink buys you 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And then keep it moving.
I think that's a
15
nice
minutes.
rule. I think 15 minutes is fine. I think that's enough time to see
You know
if it's anything.
Yeah.
If guys want to spend more time with you, then like don't buy a drink and just see if you get along.
Right, and then keep it
I think
moving.
that's a great rule. Can we like send that out into the world somewhere?
All right,
Like, yo, you get
15
I
minutes.
feel like it should be shorter. 15 minutes is kind of a long time.
That's a quarter of an hour, B. You're good.
I say 10.
But you're gonna
I
get
say
through
10
like not
minutes.
even okay. I mean,
2 minute warning. You get 2 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes after the girl gets a drink.
because then you get the time of like trying to order it together too.
Trying to order the drink. Yeah, so that way you got it. You can kind of build something, or maybe it should just be he tries to order you a drink, and then if he can't get anything to go in between, you know, whenever y'all get that drink. I mean, obviously, if you're at a bar and nobody's fucking there and you get to drink in 2 seconds.
I would like to add to the rule that if the man buys the female the drink, the 10 minutes start. She has to end it if it's not going the way. It can't be up to the guy being like, "Well, I'll see you around," because then you give him the false hope.
Okay.
Well,
if it's not going good, cut that shit out. 10 minutes. Be like, "My man, sorry, thanks for the drink. Gotta go."
Yeah,
I mean,
that
that's
makes sense.
respectable.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then he's like, "All right, well, see you later."
But then the guy has to be willing to accept that the girl says that, because I feel like a lot of times the girls do, and guys just try and hang around.
I'm sure they do when there's plenty of girls that say no. There's girls that don't always want a drink because they know it comes with.
That's so real though. I think dudes are wild fragile. Like if a girl tells them no, they just get like super butthurt.
Fine, I'll buy you a drink from me.
Super butthurt. I feel like you gotta just embrace it. Like to me, all of us are trash a little bit. So if somebody says no to you, it's like, yeah, all right.
You know.
So
Also,
like,
I'm just like, if I go up to a guy and he's not into it, and I'm like, cool, he doesn't like me. Why would I want to be with someone who doesn't like me?
Doesn't like me.
Game
Yeah,
over.
that's
On to the next one.
I only fuck with people that like me. That's a general rule. Like if a chick really not feeling it, and you like, you should be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
why do you even want to be around that?
Exactly. Yeah. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Instead, they get all in their feelings, like, yo, fuck that bitch. She don't even look good. That's the funniest one. She don't even look good like that anyway. Like, you were just trying to hit on her, though. What you mean?
Yo, Courtney, you want to know the 3 words that if a guy says this, then he really does care about the girl, even though he got curved? Ty knows them.
Yeah.
Man, fuck that bitch.
That's not 3 words, though. Oh, fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's like, nah. It's like, nah, bro. You can't.
Because that's what happens. You know, it's funny.
You can't really say that.
There was a girl I used to date that we were out at the bar one night, and clearly this dude ran into her that like, and he was acting like, yo, I saw you last night, you know, and it was no harm, no foul. And she respectfully, you know, kind of curved him because she was out with me. And as he's walking away, he was like, "Man, fuck this bitch." And I was like, you tight.
Like, yo, you can't do that after you were trying to get on. That don't make
Yeah,
any
yeah.
fucking sense.
Yeah, I didn't want to win. That's like a
If
football
it
player.
depends.
I don't
Like,
want
if
to win the Super Bowl. No way.
no, I get it. Obviously, there's situations like if I was trying to hit on like a white chick and then she ended off like, I don't really date black dudes or some shit. Like, oh, what? You know what I mean? Like, you didn't have to say that. You could have just,
Oh.
Yeah.
said
she's
no.
like, you're Jewish. I'm like, yeah. How do you know?
Like, yeah.
Are you
Like,
Jewish?
I ain't.
Yeah. Shouts. Happy New Year.
Shout outs to Judaism, bro.
Yeah.
Israel, the motherland.
Shouts to the nation, man. Shouts to the nation. Oh yeah. Side note, they had another march in Charlottesville. So.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
Trash.
they don't have sex often, those dudes.
Nah.
I
don't.
What's up?
I would imagine why that's why you would be so mad about shit.
Yeah.
If you're not getting any.
And while they're out marching their wives.
But yeah.
Wives.
Yeah, right. I guess we can move on to another thing. Is staying friends with your ex is cool?
No. Fuck out of you. When you're my ex, when you're my ex.
No, go ahead. He's still going.
Yeah, if you're my ex, we crossed that gap for a reason. We went past friendship and enchanted on this, relationship, whatever the fuck it was, and it went south. So no, we're not going backwards in life to high fives when we were just fucking. So no, you get deleted from my phone, from social media, from my life. Sorry.
See,
okay.
Yeah.
And I stay friends with most of my exes because I'm like, if I dated you, I clearly like you as a person. Like, I maybe didn't like you in a relationship or anything like that. There's only one there's only one guy I dated that I like had to completely cut off.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends.
There's
like if it ended trash, then probably not.
But I feel like people aren't cool with it.
I don't want.
That's the thing.
I don't like that. I wouldn't let my girl. I'm not trying to sound possessive. I wouldn't be cool with my girl being like, "Oh, this is Jerry, my ex-boyfriend." I'd be like, "Oh, tell him to leave."
Yeah, but like, what if it's like they were like, "Yeah, I don't really." I mean, I think it depends on if she was like, "Yeah, I broke up with him because I couldn't really stand his micro penis anymore."
So you're like, "That's totally fine."
Cool yeah, Jerry can come around. I invite him to the cookout. What's up?
Yeah. Jerry probably needs more friends.
Yeah, probably, man. I would feel bad for Gary.
Wait, is it Gary?
It could be Gary.
Did I say Gary?
You said Gary the last time.
Yeah, Gary sounds like a dude with a micro penis, honestly.
And it sounds like the dude that his girlfriend would get his name wrong, like Gary, even though it's Jerry.
It's Jerry?
Yeah.
Yeah. From Parks and Rec, isn't it?
I know. I was like,
yeah.
Larry, Jerry, Gary.
Oh, I just said Jerry in my head. I was thinking of Seinfeld, so Jerry was a pretty big name.
That makes sense.
But
yeah, I think it depends on the situation. I feel like most times it's probably not a good idea, but I feel like you can, like Courtney said, if you date somebody, you probably like at least some part of their personality. Well, like, I mean, I feel like that you're like, I would definitely never date that person ever.
Right.
There's I still live in the same state as my high school sweetheart, and we're not friends or nothing. We don't really hang out. We're friends on.
I don't think she's your high school sweetheart no more. Then.
No, she was in high school. But what I'm saying is, so we dated then, and I didn't delete her from my life, but I don't also like hang out with her. She just kind of exists on this earth too.
And delete her from existence. That's good for you, man.
I'm quick to do it.
That's wild.
Yeah.
All right, so that was simple. So what are your guys' thoughts on like long distance relationships? You guys ever done that or not?
Yeah, I'm from New York. We're both from New York, but I tried making it happen with a girl that I had ties with through like friends and family, and I was like, "Oh, it's gonna work because I'm from New York and I'll have an excuse to go back." But nah, man, long distance does not work, man. Eventually, I think relationships have proximity meters that, like, at the risk of sounding gangster, like the smell of your girl's hair, or like the sound of her laugh, or like just like her fucking presence, like there, outbeats like the fact that we could text 1 million times a day just to say like we're still talking. Like there has to be a together moment, you know? So you can do long distance to an extent, like, yo, you're on a 3-month job, you know, something, and it ends. But if like homegirl moved to Chicago and I moved to California or stayed here, nah, like can't. But
Courtney?
just out of experience, I think others could possibly do it. I'm just saying, I personally, not for me.
Yeah, I think it depends on the relationship, but I've done it once before, and I feel like the reason I enjoyed it was probably the reason I shouldn't have been in the relationship anymore. Because I was like, I enjoyed having my separate life. Like, I liked having him, and like knowing, not like knowing he was there and like going and doing other things, but just like having my own life and then still having that support from him, but not having my life evolve around him.
So you wanted your cake and to eat it too. We got it, Ty. We found out
that's what it is, bro.
Thing. You wanted your cake. You wanted to eat it too. How dare you?
I know. Wow. I know. I'm the worst.
No, I think it can work. I honestly think it depends on like the people's like how committed you are to the relationship. Also, like it gotta be like you were dating the person already, and like they were there first, and then like something happened and they moved, and then you guys are doing long distance. I don't know if you can do like long distance, ain't never met the person.
AKA catfish.
You know what I mean? And then get catfished out here. But I mean, me and Katie, when she went to Bonna's first, and then I was still at home. I was still doing community college, but like I went up there like every like 3 weeks or something like that. So like that wasn't that bad. And my friend Spencer, he found him and his girl. They've been together for like 4 years now, I want to say. And like they met in college, but like the last 2 years, he's been back in Rochester and she's been in Cleveland. And so like he just been like going there like maybe like once a month or once every 2 months. So like, and then now he's living in Cleveland with her. So like they made that shit work. So I think it depends on like how committed you are in the relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
But like that definitely has to be a strain, bro. Like there's so much shit that you just get from like being around people.
I also feel like if there's an end in sight, like for the long distance, like if it seemed like if you're away at school or like you plan on moving to the same city eventually, like then it's okay. But if you're like, no, I want to live in Florida and he wants to live in California, then it's like, maybe you reevaluate.
Right.
Yeah, because that's not gonna work ever. You know what I mean?
But if you're like an athlete and you got to go like you got, you know, the football season or some shit, or you have a job that's like, you know, 3 months or something, then yeah, y'all make it work because you know it's gonna end. But you can't just be like, yo, so
if the end goal is to be together,
yeah, you can't be taking like snaps and be like Taco Tuesday from across the world.
I mean, you could do that.
You can, but I'm saying like it wouldn't be as good as here.
Yeah, it's definitely hard. I know. I got a homie at work that he met his girl. Well, I guess they knew each other when they were little, but then now she lives in Australia, and so he's dating her. Yeah, that shit's wild. But she came up for like 2 weeks, and they chilled in like San Diego for 2 weeks, and just was like there and like hanging out, and then she went back to Australia. So I would imagine that shit got to be hard as fuck. Yeah, it's just crazy.
And then you know, I give it. Like I said, I don't shy away from it. I'm very insecure. So at the worst, if I didn't get a text back in a certain amount of time or something, I'm thinking the worst. I'm like, oh, great, she met someone else, you know?
Yeah, you say hi at like 6:48 and you don't get a text back. 6:49, you just send another one. Like, hey, you fucking another nigga, what's up?
Nah, well, there'd be times where the girl was a teacher and like she would always text me before class started, you know what I'm saying? And you never know when shit could pop off, you know. There could be a shooting on the train, at the school, in the street, whatever. And I didn't hear from her one day. Yeah, that's true. But I'm saying she worked in Harlem.
What that mean?
It's a high dangerous area, bro.
No, I know. I was trying to make a joke. You got it though.
Trying to make the black card. I got it.
Yeah. No, I got you.
Yeah, we got Chicago's the new black on black crime. You know that.
Yeah.
When people say, "What about Chicago?" But anyway, but nah. So like, I didn't hear from her one day, so I just like assumed the worst. I'm like, "Oh shit, did the train crash? Is she okay?" Blah blah blah. And then it's like you get mad that like they say shit like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I got so caught up with work or whatever," and this could just be me, but I'm like, you couldn't take the 2 seconds to text me before all that shit and got me crazy. But
yeah, no, I get that. Because it's like, yo, we've been texting like every day. Like if it's like a kind of an odd thing where like you don't text me all day, like that shit. Like especially if it's just weird, like some shit that you just don't do.
I have a homie. Shouts to Levi. He was telling me how like, cause dude, he would legit be at the gym playing basketball for like 6 to 8 hours, bro, like every day, right? And then so his phone would be in his bag, and his girl would be like, "I texted you, called you." I was like, "Yeah, man, that shit would not fly." If my girl told me I was playing basketball for 8 hours, I'd be like, "Nah, something's up." But it's just funny because he legit just stays in the gym and plays hoops.
Well, I feel like eventually she got used to the fact that he was playing basketball. So like, you know what I mean? I think it's just out of the ordinary. Like Katie calls me like every day on her way home from work. It's to the point where like if she doesn't call me before she gets home from work, I'm like, I like in the back of my head, I'm just like, yo, she's like, did something happen randomly? You know what I mean? Only because and like it's not. I don't really think that, but like only because she literally calls me every day. Home from work.
And the long distance shit too. If they hit you with like a random text, just like, "Hey, good morning," blah blah. That's fine. But there's times where they're like, "Hey, can I call you later?" You're like, "Uh-oh. What'd that mean?" Like, you know, you start thinking like, "Are we gonna have a serious talk?"
Right.
She's like, No, I meant like, "Can I call you later? I don't know what you're doing." I'm like, "Oh man, I thought I was preparing for you to break this off, you know?"
Yeah, and there's a lot of shit you lose in text messages, which is why I don't know how people do the Tinder shit. Because I feel like you lose all like the sarcasm and like humor and shit.
Well, you gotta meet up eventually. That's the whole point.
Well, yeah. But like, what if you don't even get to that stage because you don't know what the fuck people mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's exhausting. I like have only met up with a couple of people, but it's the first two were just complete disasters.
Oh, nice.
But
was it just like you didn't like interpret them the right way, or
well,
like
both
they came
times
off way different?
I just had to carry the entire conversation. Like the first two times, like I was just like, okay, well, maybe you're better at texting because you have more time. Because right now this is slow.
But I feel like nowadays more people would be better at texting because that's kind of all we fucking do.
I feel like I'm just getting
text
worse
and like
worse
do Facebook. Yeah, like all we do is text, Facebook. You know what I mean? And like not that people don't be interacting with each other as much. So like I don't, you know what I mean? And it's already people who haven't, aren't in a relationship. So I mean, not necessarily that they don't, like they can't interact with people in real life, but like I feel like all the people who definitely can't interact with people in real life are on the dating apps.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think that's just who the person is. Like if you're capable of being witty and sarcastic, that's just you're gonna find a lane to let that shit show on the site. I mean, and if it doesn't, then you're like, yeah, I need to meet up because I'm telling you, I'm funnier than this.
Yeah, but what if somebody's witty in like the chat, but then they can't do that shit in person?
Call them out. I do that shit all the time. What do you mean? We do that with your homies.
No, but
you do it with your homies.
I'm saying that's the problem with it, though. That's what I'm saying. Like she was saying, you meet up with the person and like they're nothing like how they were when you were texting because they don't know how to do that shit in person.
Oh yeah. I mean, but you run that risk of them having another personality trait that's a flaw that you couldn't capture through the site. You know, like he may have did some shit. Like I think the first date the guy should pay. And what if he was just like, all right, cool, we're gonna split it? Like you'd be really tight, you know?
Yeah.
See, every first hangout, I pay for myself. Because I feel like the first time you hang out, it's not an actual date. You're just like
you're just meeting up, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And then if you want to actually keep hanging out, I don't know. I just prefer to pay for myself always.
So if you wanted to hang out next, would you just wait for the dude to say something, or you just like?
No.
Have you ever?
Go ahead.
Oh, you were basically about to answer the question.
Oh, I mean, usually I feel like the thing I wait for is the text after the hangout, like, that was really fun, like, blah, blah, blah. If they do that, then I'll be like, okay, yeah, that was fun. And then I'll be like, we should hang out again.
Yeah, because that's the thing, too, is like, I feel like some dudes might be more comfortable if, like, a chick was like, oh, yeah, this was fun. And then they'd be like, oh, so she, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they don't know, like, I don't want to ask if she wasn't into it, you know what I mean?
The one date I went on, it was like fine. We had a conversation like the whole time, but there was just no chemistry there at all. And it was amazing because after he dropped me off, like we just literally never talked again. Like neither one of us, like we both just like knew it was not fun. And I was like,
nah,
this is
he
so
didn't even hit
great.
you
Like I
up.
don't have to be like, hey, no, we're just like not respond. Like we both just went our separate ways.
It's like, nah. Yeah, that's perfect. But okay, that's real. Was that even part of the question that we started? We started off with long distance. I don't know how we got there.
I don't know how we got there.
But no, it leads into this one. Is I think I like do us men still get offended when the woman is the breadwinner? No. I feel like I've talked about Ty with this. There was a time where I went unemployed, got in my car accident. I was in a bad shape. I had no money, but Shorty held me down, and she would buy me dinner, Chipotle, and fucking, you know, like. And at times I'd be like, "Yo, like, nah, we don't have to go out to eat. I'll just cook or something." And she'll be like, "All right, well, I'll buy the groceries." And I'm like, "Stop being nice." All right. So I don't have a problem with it beyond just the fact of you feel like you want to contribute just as much because you're a team. But I'm cool with it. She held me up when I was down, and you know, I don't hope that there's a time when she's down, but if there is, I'll be there for her, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I had a similar thing when we moved out here where Katie had her teaching job, and then I had to look for jobs and shit. And so obviously Katie had to pay for shit like that. But I mean, I think it's cool as long as it's not like literally like living off of a person, which I don't know if that's cool regardless.
Like,
you know what I mean? Huh?
Like Lauren?
Yeah, like I mean, yeah, it's like gotta be like a statute of limits. Like if you're not even looking for a job and you kind of just chilling and the other person is going to work, regardless of who the person is. Now, I mean, if you're gonna do that, obviously you should probably like, I mean, don't be like at home doing nothing all day and then like not cleaning up, making dinner, or like not trying to find a way to like input in a relationship. But like, because when I didn't have a job, I definitely would like make sure I would like everything was clean, or like I would cook. You know what I mean?
I will say,
and that's like regardless of the gender. You know what I mean?
I will say I wouldn't want my girl to be the breadwinner in my industry though. Like, you know how I want like my own talk show and shit. If I was dating a girl that had her own talk show, I'd be like hella salty.
Like, what if y'all both have talk shows
though? Well then that's fine.
Ty, do you have like blinds or something? It looks like you're being blinded by the sun.
Blinded by the
light. I should probably close these. That's a great podcast content. Nah, fuck it. Whatever. We'll just roll it.
I'm just worried about your vision.
Right. I'm going to just be blinded by the end of this shit.
So you guys ever not have your eyes work from time to
time? But yeah, what did you think, Courtney?
What was the question?
About dudes being the breadwinner, or no, a woman being the breadwinner?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like where we are in the world, that shouldn't be an issue. As long as, I agree, as long as they're not bums. Like,
yeah. Like, yo, if you got a job.
I would love to have a stay-at-home husband.
I would love to be one.
Cook for me.
Oh, bro.
Clean.
Bro. If Katie cracks, if she becomes like a tutor of some rich ass kids and they pay her like, I don't even know, $500,000, I'll chill at the crib.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. And my kid's going to grow up right in front of me. And oh, yeah. I'll throw it down in the kitchen. I'll make sure I throw it down in the bedroom. So she's like, all right, it's worth paying for everything.
Everything. I'll start nagging and shit. Like, yo, you could do the laundry sometimes. But like, how come you don't ever take me out? Why we don't go to date nights? In a bun.
In a bun.
I'm coming out this
talk about. She comes home. She's like, sorry, I got a beer with Sarah before work. Sarah. Okay. All right. You can have the beer with me. Okay.
You didn't want to come see these kids?
Like my dream.
All right.
They'd be like, hey, hon, how was the day? It was fine. Only your kid said mother again, but that's fine. You're never around.
Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, it's all right.
That's fine.
Like, you never see your fucking kids.
Yeah.
Charlie comes home. Katie Spaz is like, I just fucking got home. I just want a piece of quiet to myself for 2 seconds.
Yeah, we used to. That's true though, man. My dad, if you heard the garage door opening, we just smooth ran up the stairs. Like, nah,
you want to deal with it?
I'm giving him like 5 minutes, yo. The worst is we would walk in, my dad be like, I don't even have a fucking foot in the door yet. Leave me alone.
Yo, that's real. I feel like that comes from like that. I've always said like that bullshit, like patriarchy, where like the dude has to work for everything, and then like, you know what I mean? because I felt like that just puts a shit ton of stress on your dad. That's why everybody's dad's kind of a dick because he's stressed the fuck out.
Yeah, man, but dad's trying to get these insurance numbers popping. Nah.
Yeah, that's why he's yelling at you like, turn off the fucking lights.
Yeah, either you're
paying for the RG&E bill.
Yeah, you're either inside or you're outside. You're not both, okay?
Fucking RG&E bill was $300 last week.
Hey, Jess, did you buy those socks? Why are you running outside with them? Okay?
Yeah, you fucking got holes in your socks. You know how much this shit costs, man.
Yeah, holy shit. You're using 2 toilet papers for one? You're using 2 paper towels? Oh my god.
That's funny though. I can't wait to be a parent just so I can yell at my kids.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna tell them to turn the volume down just at random times.
Bro, yelling at your kids is fun, bro. I feel like it's fun.
Yo, shouts to my parents when I go visit them. Like they live in a small apartment in Brooklyn. So when I like watch TV past 10 o'clock, they're talking about turn the volume down, and they come into the room and they put it on 1, like literally volume 1. And I'm like, Mom, there's no lower than this.
You gotta sleep next to the TV to hear it.
Like she's telling me shit that's impossible. She's like, make parts of the TV not as bright. It's like, what? It's based on the show, Ma.
That's wild.
They too loud. But a woman can be the breadwinner, but just not if I'm cool with cooking, cleaning, and just being the house husband.
Yeah, it'd be cool. It's 2017, so. Exactly. Where the fuck you want? Where the fuck you want in your relationship? So I guess moving on. You put this question in here. I don't think any of us can answer this. It's just that it's truly sharing your life with someone. How does that work?
I feel like that's what you and Katie do. What do you mean?
Know each other and know what somebody does, and I don't know. You figure that shit out.
How your lives are that intertwined. Like I get anxious when I start like seeing someone and we start hanging out like almost daily. It like just makes me anxious because I'm like, I need you to stay over there a little bit
so
more.
You can have your own shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't have to go into that one.
Dude, that's funny because me, it's just like I get more dumbfounded. I'm like, you still like me? Like if she's around all the time, I'm like, damn, I haven't scared you away yet. Like, all right, hold on. Like, but
I think that's the beautiful thing of like once you get to the point where you can get annoyed with somebody and still like know that you really really love them. That shit is wild. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we were talking about
a lot of people. They get annoyed with somebody like how they are, and they just like fuck this shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You got to be able to not only handle someone's actions, but like how they react to shit. And if you're able to like predict,
I think that's
react.
Yeah, I think that's the key. Honestly, me and Katie basically know like how we're gonna react to stuff. Like if one of us gets mad at something, like how to not navigate that fight. You know what I mean? So like we don't really fight that much because it's like we both know how to avoid shit, and you just know what to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I agree.
I don't know how to explain that to people. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you guys never catch each other say like, sharing parts of your life, and you're like, that's not significant. You know what I'm saying? You don't get any of that.
I don't know.
I mean, like, there has to be some part of her day that you're like, I don't care about this.
Oh, her telling me? Nah, because it's like we don't see each other. So you know what I mean? Like we go to work and then we come home, and if Katie's telling me what's going on with her day, like I'm genuinely like interested because like I don't know what she did with her day.
Right. I mean? She'll be like, "How was work?" And you're like, "It was cool," even though it was more than just cool. Like there was things.
Oh yeah, but like sometimes I'm just like, "What you do today?" I typed on the computer. Like I didn't really do shit. I was chilling. I went on Facebook. I made like a poll or something stupid about, you know what I mean? What's your favorite Pop-Tart flavor? So I don't shit she could see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I tell her nothing really happened. What are you about to say, Courtney?
Well, I want to go to the should couples share passwords on social sites and phones? That seems like a very interesting question.
So I don't know. I feel like I don't really care either way. Like you can I don't think Katie doesn't have my password to my Facebook. I do feel like that's a little. Katie doesn't want it. I don't know why you would want it. I feel like if you want like passwords, you probably got trust issues, and that's a problem.
Yeah, if Joelle,
but like you know what I mean.
She logged onto my Facebook. She's seen nothing but Buckethead pictures. Like I got nothing on. It's like me talking shit on like Giants fan pages. Like, yo, fuck the coach. Like she don't need to see this shit. Like honestly, if she needed, like Like, I'm sorry. I mean, I think dudes are lame that they could get if they're gonna cheat and do some shady shit, they're gonna do it. Like, I don't think they're gonna put themselves in a situation where they're like, "Oh, you need my password for what?" Like, you've seen the jokes if a girl puts her phone face down, she got something to hide, or if she has a password. My shit literally has bucket hat pictures and Giants and Yankees tweets.
Yeah,
Like,
I felt you definitely should have a password on your phone anyway, because
Yeah.
if somebody steals it, like you're just an idiot if you don't at this point.
Well, consider me an idiot. I don't know.
You don't have a password on your phone at all?
Nah, look at the screen.
You don't
dude.
have anything?
No, why would I?
Why? If somebody just takes your phone, they got your phone. Like that's it.
What
You
is
have
that,
no
a
line of
Samsung
defense.
Galaxy?
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
cracked and shit. They have what? My bucket hat pictures and my Yankee tweets. Like they don't.
Oh well, it's cracked. I guess this is cracked. It's like you can have that shit. I guess,
Yeah,
but
bro.
like, you know what I mean?
But like, you don't have pictures of like your girlfriend or anything on there? I feel like
In fact, I don't do that. I
Bro.
I don't like to say. I don't like to save picture. Or you mean like naked ones, or just like of her? Nah, I don't save naked pictures like that. I think that's creepy. I think I like to just have it in the moment type shit. What was I gonna say though?
I don't know. I just don't want nobody to take my phone. Also, my shit hooked up to my credit card, so they can go Apple Paying and shit.
Yeah,
fuck all that.
My boy lost his phone one time, and I was like, "Damn, it's all." We worked at a cell phone store, so like, it was okay. And he was like, "Nah, man, like my dick's all up in that phone." I was like, "Oh,
why does he have pictures of his own dick in his phone?"
He sent it. I don't know, man. He's getting them dick pics off.
Bro, if I took a picture of my dick and I sent it to somebody, I'm definitely deleting that picture after. I don't want to be scrolling to my like shit and like see my own dick, and then I'm like, wait, I feel like I would like be super confused, or like if anybody else.
You add like paint to it. You got like a hat. The dick's got like a hat.
Your mom went, wow.
You're like, oh, this is my dick with a hat.
Like, your mom's like, oh, let me hold your phone to like call somebody, and then they just look, and then you got just terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
although I feel it, some people probably got some wild shit on their phone. Courtney, I feel like you probably got some wild shit on your phone.
My phone's like my wallet. No one's getting far if they get it. You know what I'm saying? Good luck.
Oh yeah.
You can get that. You can get the.
If somebody took my wallet, that'd just be more of a nuisance for me and canceling my shit.
For sure.
But they're gonna be real mad when they go to like buy something that shit said decline. Like all I did was try to buy bubble gum. What the fuck?
Yeah. That's the worst.
But yeah,
we'll go.
I feel like this is real life for some people because they really think that if you don't give them their password, that like you're not faithful or you got some shit to hide. But it's like, yo, like, so I do think like, some shit should be like my own. Like, I should have some of my own privacy. But like, and at the same time, like, why do you not trust me?
Yeah,
like you can't have my Facebook profile shit.
The thing I try to relay across to Joelle, my girl, when it comes to my insecurities, like it's literally not her, it's me though. So like when I think, yo, you talking to another guy, I'm not saying like you're capable of cheating on me. You're the bad person. I'm saying that I have a negative thought that I just think people are gonna cheat on me, and you could be anybody, you know. So I just like I think like not that you're capable of doing the egregious act. I think I'm capable of having that egregious act upon me.
I guess that makes sense. That does feel like more of like a you problem and not a her problem.
It is. But that's why I explained to her. So like when I get petty or I'll get like jelly, like yo, who's that? Who you texting? Blah blah blah. That's me having to deal with it. I know she's not texting anyone bad. I know she does care about me. Yeah, the most. I don't know why.
I might have to get Katie to close these blinds or some shit.
You look like a dude on Marvel or some shit.
That's like you look like you have 2 scars down your eyes.
Just like coming down. That shit's wild.
That's kind of funny.
I'm trying not to look directly into that shit. Oh, thanks, Katie.
So much better.
See, that's why it works. I didn't even ask her. I kind of asked her without asking her though. Oh, thanks. Yeah, she said she was going to before, but she didn't want to be in the video, but she ended up in it anyway. So
the video doesn't go anywhere though, does it?
YouTube.
It goes to YouTube, but we don't really promote it. Like, oh, go watch the video. Yeah, so
we only get like 2.5 mil viewers.
Cool.
Yeah, so it'll be all right. But yeah, nah.
People will see how much I drink while on this.
I thought it was coffee.
Yo, you ever see like the people in a relationship that, and not even older people, because I know older people do this a lot, where it's like both of their Facebook accounts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, that is so corny, bro. If you're doing that, get the fuck
Somebody had a tweet. I don't know who it was, but they were like, every time I see somebody where it's like they got a shared Facebook account, I'll be like, yo, which one of you guys cheated? Wow.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And you know how lame that is? Like, you go to tag somebody and they're like, oh, I'll have to show Steve. You're like, oh, I thought you were Steve.
Nah, that's I think one of the friends from work said they do it, but it's because like they have all the same friends, so they just said fuck making 2 Facebook accounts. I'm like, all right, I guess.
How old are they?
That sounds like her excuse.
They're like pretty close to our age.
Oh, really?
But like I doubt anybody in their relationship cheated. They were like super happy, but so like that's why I don't know. But like other people is like kind of weird unless they're old. Like old people be doing that shit.
I feel like old people, yeah, because they just don't know how to use Facebook.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we'll just make one for both of us.
Yeah.
And they got like a picture of their dog, and I'm like, I really don't know who I'm talking to.
Bro, me and Katie can't share an account. Like I like so much like different shit.
and I feel like you're so much more active too. Like I feel like it would just become yours.
Yeah, it would just be my account. And also, Katie's a teacher. She probably don't need somebody saying the N-word on her account and shit.
Yeah. And what if like they're like, yo, Ty, this is Katie's friend. I'm trying to buy her a surprise birthday present, and then she's like reading all of it.
Like it's like I don't know how you do any of that. Yeah, that's how I plan like the engagement somewhat through Facebook.
Or Ty, what if
so like that would have been fucked.
There's some wild ass shit that your girl doesn't know about that like someone that you forgot about, and someone hits you on Facebook like, yo, thanks for bailing me out of jail 10 years ago, and someone's like, you're like,
oh yeah,
you're like, oh shit. Like, and then your girl's like, what happened 10 years ago? And you're like, oh, yeah, I forgot. So at that risk, like, I remember this dude. Remember when Snapchat did the top friends or the best friends thing?
Oh, yeah. They still kind of do it, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
But I'm saying they would rank.
Speaking of that, you guys are my 2 best friends somehow. I don't know how that works.
That's awesome.
But go ahead.
No, I used to say like 1, 2, and then you could see like if I looked at your shit, it would show me like if Courtney was your best friend or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. They don't do that anymore.
So my boy told me he wasn't on Snapchat because he's like, oh, you can't control other people sending you shit. I'm like, bro, you cheated and got caught. Shut up.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. Cause there's probably so many relationships that happen to. It's like, yo, why this chick that you did like I never thought you talked to? Why is she your best friend on Snap?
Right, and he was justified to me like I'm the girlfriend. He's like, nah, man, like she would just snap me all the time. I'm like, okay.
Nah, bro. You had a streak going.
Yeah.
That shit had the. Didn't they used to have like the streak thing with like the fire thing, like how many like shit they had?
Yeah, like how many days.
Yeah, you could definitely get caught up out here, bro.
That's why it's funny because when you know when you're laying up in bed or whatever and you could like see each other's phone, all she reads is stupid ass shit that me and you say, and she's like, "What are you guys talking about?" I was like, "I don't even know," or like she'll just see me looking up dumbass recipes, the ones I tag you in and shit. Like,
oh yeah,
you know, like I'm not gonna be out here like talking to other girls. I wouldn't, you know. I think that maybe that's something I should embed in my insecurities about her. Is like she's not gonna talk to another guy. She doesn't need to. Why would I be talking to another girl? You know.
Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it with the people with the shared, like sharing passwords. I think you don't have to.
I don't have a password.
Do whatever the hell you want.
So you
yeah, Jesse is just open. You can just walk up into a cell phone, start calling his mom and shit.
And she'll answer. She'll talk. She'll be like, "What's up? What do you need?" Jesse's friend of mine is my own children. She'll say,
yo, did your mom like answer the phone and like tell you who she is? Or like when she call you, like, oh, this your mom. Like, yeah, mom, I know.
If I don't answer on the voicemail, she'll be like, it's your mother, the woman that gave you birth. I'm like, all right.
I sound like she's guilting you more so than like telling you. Like, my grandma does that. She'll call me and she's like, hey, Bone, it's your grandma. I'm like, yeah, grandma. Like, I know. Like, your number popped up.
The funniest shit is like my grandparents will like let each other know that they're on the phone when even they don't ask. So I'll call my grandma and I'm like, you know, hey grandma, about the Yanks last night. She'll be like, hold on, Lenny, I'm on the phone with Jesse. And he's like, okay,
and they're on the cell phone, like they still think like it's a house phone.
And he's like, well, okay, tell Jesse funny. I said hello. Is Jesse in trouble? She's like, no, I'm just letting you know. And he's like, okay, let me know when I ask.
That's funny. But yeah, I guess we can move on. What we got here? We got masturbating. Do you
Never
still
heard of it. Never heard
still
of it.
masturbate while having a girlfriend or live in.
Yeah.
I honestly want to know what Courtney thinks. Do you still masturbate when you have a girlfriend or a living girlfriend?
Do I? When I have a living girlfriend, no, I don't.
No, that's wild. I don't know. I'm sure everybody in the world.
They just are like when they're
what?
like, no, I have a girlfriend. Like I don't, and I'm like, I feel like you're lying.
Oh, they're lying. They're lying hard as fuck.
Yeah. But yo, this maybe masturbating sometimes is you're just trying to get your testosterone off. Like I go to the gym a lot, man. So like that should be peaking. And sometimes you just gotta release yourself. But there's times when you're not like lighting the candles, getting all intimate like they make it in the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just trying to get your issue off real quick.
Wait, they do that in the movies, like make it romantic to masturbate?
Oh yeah,
some movies.
They make it seem like the dude like 40-year-old virgin. Remember, he gets the room all ready, turns his like fucking pictures around and shit. Like there's.
I feel like you definitely everybody do saying that they don't because they got a girlfriend or lying.
Yeah, we definitely.
Thank
do.
you.
Like,
That's all I wanted to confirm.
Because there's no way in hell that your girlfriend is having sex every time you want to have sex.
No.
You know what would be great to do right now is for both of you to tell the stories of the first time you masturbated and how you learned.
No. Wait, first time I masturbated in general?
The first time, like this is my favorite thing to learn about guys is A, how they learned about it. Because it's usually like an older cousin or a friend and the first time they did it and like tried to figure it out because they're usually really entertaining stories.
I learned from I didn't learn it from directly, but like, my brother, I had an older brother, so he always brought me up to speed on like sex and girls and shit like that. So I knew when you get to a certain age, you did that. And I think I was like 12 when I tried it first. And I remember doing it.
Were you successful?
In my head. I specifically remember I was watching. Do you remember the movie Cruel Intentions with Sarah Michelle Gellar or some shit? She was really hot in the movie, and that's what I popped off to. And,
wow, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah, she took it. She took my innocence. But yeah. Buffy the Vampire. She slayed me, bro. But,
oh my god.
Yeah. That was the first time.
That's wild. I was like 10. And I feel like I lived in the hood, so like people were super fast and like people used to play wild games and shit and like hump each other. So like I feel like I just randomly. Why are you looking at me like that, Katie? But like I think randomly, I don't think nobody told me I was the oldest, so I think one day I just like kind of
discovered it.
Just was. Yeah, you just fucking with shit, tugging at your dick, and then like it just kind of happens. And I'm pretty sure I shot blanks for like the first like probably first 7 times I did it. So
yeah. And then once I discovered it, I kind of didn't stop, and
then your whole world changed, bro. You had an epiphany, bro.
I just wasn't as mad.
Like, oh shit, like all I gotta do is this, and I'm good.
You know what's funny though is
it's the best thing in the world.
We never had.
I stopped playing video games.
We never had the birds and bees talk, but my dad hit me. My dad hit me with like the masturbation talk. He like walked in the room and he was like, "All right, Jess. So I know your
dad caught you."
He caught me like finishing up. Like I was like he was walking by the door and I was just like got mad scared and like tussled my shirt real quick or whatever. So he the next day he like walked in and he's like, "All right, Jess. I know you're at an age where you want to begin to touch yourself and explore."
Oh God!
Wow.
There's places you should do it and places you shouldn't. One place I enjoy is the shower. I was like, yeah. I'm like, Dad, chill, get out of here with that, man.
Yeah, like, bro, you didn't have to give me the real world example and shit.
Tips.
The Yankees are on. I'm not trying to hear all that. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, for sure.
Nah, my friend Aaron used to always tell this story. I still don't know if he's like telling the truth or lying now. But he said like he was just like jerking it or whatever. His mom literally walked into the room while he was jerking it. And he said he was just like, yeah. And I was like, yo, what you do? He was like, I literally finished because I was right at the end.
No. Ew.
Yeah. I don't know if he's telling the truth, but I wouldn't even be fucking surprised knowing him. If he like literally I was like, yo, I was right at the end. You know what I mean?
No.
Grandma's grandma's boy?
Yo, that should be terrible. I feel like I wouldn't jerk it for at least like a day.
I feel like you couldn't look at your mom again. Like what?
No, what did your mom? I'm like, what did your mom even say to you? She probably just doesn't bring that shit up ever again.
She hopefully just turned around and walked away.
Also, she just never walks in your room ever again unannounced.
Never.
Just never.
Your mom's like, why do your socks keep standing up by themselves?
Yo, why do people do that? I feel like jerking in the sock is a terrible idea.
It's just easier to clean up.
Yeah, I mean, you can't
but now everybody knows, especially if you don't do your own fucking laundry.
Well, yeah, that's the risk you pay.
That's it's actually like, oh my fucking god.
You're like, nah, I'm just superstitious. I just wore them a lot.
Well, that's when I was in high school, my boyfriend and I, we would like clean up with a t-shirt.
Terrible idea.
I never washed my own clothes, so like
terrible idea. Your mom definitely.
My parents just like always knew, I guess.
Yeah, they definitely did. They was like, "Yo, why does it smell like Badussy?"
Juicy.
Yeah, that's butt, dick, and pussy.
Dick, butt, and pussy.
Yeah, like they definitely knew, and that shit is gross.
I think we're getting close to the time check. We should hit each other with one more question. I gotta sign off because the Yankees are trying to stave off elimination and not have me. Yeah, cause the Giants are 0-5, bro, and I'm like losing my shit like really quickly. So
okay, all right. So we got two. There's two questions. We can either do you think open relationships work, or we can do the money one about should couples like. Yeah, I feel like that is kind of like, yo, you should probably, sit down and like do your finances and shit. I don't know. I want to just do the open relationship one.
Yeah.
I think that's fake as shit, dude. Open relationship. There's no way in hell I'm letting my girl fuck another guy and then her coming home to cuddle. Nope.
Well, it ain't about whether you would do an open relationship. Do you think any of them would work?
No.
Okay. All right. Courtney?
I think so. I think some people need like something different than just like a standard relationship.
Like that makes sense.
Like I don't think it works for everyone.
No, I feel like
you would do one, so you'd be cool.
I would not, no, but I know that about myself that I couldn't do one. But I'm not gonna say other people shouldn't.
Yeah, just imagine being like,
right. I feel like
I can't.
No, there's no way I could do it.
Nah, I couldn't do it either.
Not that I actually care about. No.
No, I think that I guess it does depend on the people. Like if it's two people who literally agree on it, like then sure. But like I feel like there are probably times where like somebody suggests it and the other person like doesn't want to lose that person, so they agree to it, but they're really not about that shit.
So sad.
Right? That sounds terrible, right?
That sounds awful.
Like
so
there's no
like
way.
Like it's like on Insecure. Like there's no way Molly's actually about that shit.
No, she's not. So she needs to stop for her own sanity. Like if he can do it, cool, but like you clearly can't.
Yeah, that also messes like I feel like if you're gonna do an open relationship, you definitely can't be like open, like, oh, I'm gonna have my regular relationship and still try to have another relationship. Like it should be like, oh, like I'm in my relationship, but like I'm fucking somebody else.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you
you can't be out here trying to like we going to dinner and shit.
Did you see the movie Courtney? Did you see Savages?
No.
None of you guys are up on movies, man.
Sorry.
They shared a girlfriend, and like homegirl thought it was sweet. Like, yeah, it's the best of both worlds. I have like a grizzly man, and then I have like a sweet, suave, like romantic type. And then homegirl like brought her down to earth when she was like, they don't love you as much as they love each other. That's why they share you, because they respect each other more than they respect you. It was deep.
Damn.
Yeah.
That
sounds sad.
Yeah, this is ending on such a sad note.
Yeah. Nah, yo, if you in an open relationship and it's cool, go about it. Do whatever the fuck you want in your relationship.
Tweet at Ty, tell him how it is. We'll chat about it later.
Yeah, but how do you? What's a relationship if everyone's getting their hands in the cookie jar?
Right.
I feel there's more to a relationship than just sex, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, so a friendship?
That's why I was saying you can't have two relations. You can't be like, oh, I got the one relationship and then you also doing the same things that you're doing in that relationship with another person. Like,
and I feel like if I was in that, I would be like, I'm not enough. Like that's like constantly what you're thinking.
Right. That's what I would be thinking. I'd be like, yo, so my dick not good enough? All right, cool. You gotta get outside dick.
Mm-hmm. To keep them hoes thick.
Wait, Katie, can I tell them about your dream? Yo, so I don't know. Katie told me
micro penis.
I knew you were gonna say that shit. But Katie said she had a dream the other day that my dick was down to my knees, and that was the dream. And she told me, and she thought it was cool. And I was like, sounds to me like you saying you wish my dick was longer.
Did you guys have to talk about that?
That's what Courtney said.
Wow, Courtney, wow.
Can you hear Katie?
Yeah, I can. Dream.
Nah, but she was saying like, wow. No, she thought it was just funny. First of all, I wouldn't want to have a dick down to my knees. That sounds terrible.
No.
How the hell? Like you trying to play basketball and shit, and it's like bouncing off your knees and shit.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Really? Wow.
Dude. Nah, but for real, like if we being real, I appreciate you being concerned. Like it's tough, dude. You have it's like a kickstand, dude. You just gotta
a fucking kickstand.
Nah, that shit would be terrible.
Nah,
that shit would be terrible.
Like
you just trying to, you can't even wear shorts and shit.
You could never fully enter a woman.
Nah.
No, I feel like a chick would get scared. She'd be like, "Nah, I'm good."
I made an analogy on Facebook the other day that's saying like if you feel the need to own a gun, like you have a small dick. So like I was like saying that like I was using that mentality and everyone thought I was really like talking about my dick size. I was implying that you just don't need a fucking gun to feel secure. And
no, I feel you.
Everyone's like, ew.
Yeah, like yo, you gotta chill.
I just want everyone to know I have a big dick.
I'm just I'm letting everyone know I don't need a gun, but it just went south on me.
Yeah, I get how that happens. So the moral of this entire pod is like, don't have a dick down on your knees. You know?
Yeah, don't.
And also,
and water doesn't
make
things wet.
Yeah, water does not make things wet, bro.
Water is not a lubricant. It's a myth.
It's not, bro. But on that note, yo, thanks Courtney for being on, being our first guest,
first ever guest.
Appreciate it. We gotta do this again. We gotta get some more questions and then do like a.
You know how
a
how when a business gets their first sale, they put like the dollar bill on the wall. We gotta take like a picture of you, put it on the wall or some shit.
Perfect.
That's a different thing. All right, yeah.
Nah, like we'll have an honor for all our guests and shit. It'll be cool.
But yeah, no, we'll get you on again when we do this again. And yeah, shout out to the kid JB.
Cheer.
You know, say something.
Yeah, the kid JB, aka Mr. Could have been right last week, aka Mr. McDonald's fries, Burger King's chicken. I wanted to thank you guys for listening to the most epic podcast, episode 6. Like I said, Old Spice, chill with the merchandise. But if you want to continue, it's jesseburke84@gmail.com. I'm the kid JB. This is the Bucket Hat Boys, Buckets of Love, Volume 6.
Yeah, and this is Ty. Yeah, thanks for listening. If you listened to the whole thing, and yo, if you're on, you can subscribe on iTunes. Subscribe if you want to leave a comment. If you liked it, then leave a comment. If you don't, fuck you.
Yeah, stop asking questions.
Leave a comment and be a dick. Like you taking time out of your fucking day to leave a negative comment.
What the fuck's wrong with you? Gonna be a dick.
Yeah, like he has the same bucket hat.
Dick. Yeah,
why
fucking dick.
Hat?
Yeah. But yeah, yo, thanks. We out.
Shit.